Hey, it's Kenny and Tanika. And as you all know, about a month ago, we sold everything and packed up and moved to South Africa.
Yeah. Long journey.
Long journey. I mean, from the flight, packing up our stuff,
Waiting on the visas.
Yeah, but we finally made it. And so here we are at about our 30-day mark of being here.
Yeah.
And we just basically wanted to give you guys an update on how it's going.
Yep.
So thanks for tuning in. We appreciate all of our new subscribers because we got a lot. Oh my God, I cannot.
Yeah, I can't believe how much subscribers we got.
Like, you guys are here for it and it shows.
Yep.
So shout out to all the subscribers. We just hit over 1,000 subscribers.
Yep.
And it's still climbing. So thanks for all the support. Thanks for sharing our videos. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks for all of that stuff.
And thanks for what, and you know, all the warm welcomes that we've been receiving in the comment section as well.
For sure.
Thank you guys.
Thank
you guys so much.
As a matter of fact, I was so surprised because we were shopping in the Under Armour in the Under Armour store.
Under Armour store, yeah.
In Cape Town area, and somebody came up to me and she was like, "How are you liking South Africa?"
Yeah.
And I was like, how does she know that I'm American and you know everything? And she's like, "I follow your YouTube." I was like, "What?"
I thought that was cool.
Oh my God! I never thought in a million years with only 1,000 followers that we would actually be approached by one of our subscribers and greeted. So thank you, and we are always pleased and happy to accept any type of, you know, well wishes and hellos and friendly hugs and all of that stuff. So without further ado, let's get into our 30-day recap.
Yeah.
All right. So our honest thoughts about moving to South Africa.
I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay, let me go first. All right. So how we really feeling? How am I feeling? So I still love it. I don't think that I made the wrong decision. I don't think that we made the wrong decision. Again, it's only been 30 days, so everything is still new, which makes it even more fun.
Yeah.
But the excitement has not worn off yet. It does feel like home to me. Like when we've been out, like certain days we'll be like out all day and I'm like, I'm just ready to go home and get in my bed. So it does feel like home. Emotionally, I feel relaxed. I don't feel like I'm super stressed. Like it's not a lot of rushy here, which I appreciate because I'm the type of person that can be very much on the go, very much rushing, always trying to get 20. I have 20 things on my list for the day to get done, and I shoot for getting all 20 done. Yeah. But here I feel like, you know what, it's okay. I don't have to do all 20. I could do 5. I could do 10. I could do 7, you know. So it's still nice. Are there certain things I miss about America? Yes, I guess. I think the main things I miss about America are probably the things that I left America for. The fact that, you know, you have a lot of things that are open like late into the night. Here where we are in the Gordons Bay area, things pretty much close at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
In America, it's like, okay,
stuff will close like around 10, 11 o'clock.
Right, 10 or 11 o'clock.
Or midnight, depending on what part of the city
never.
you're in. You know.
Right. So I do miss that. But other than that, it's not too many things I do miss. I have noticed that certain things that I'm used to having aren't available here. Case in point, dryer sheets. So apparently dryer sheets are not a thing here. Number one, because most people don't have dryers.
Yeah.
The weather here is pretty much mild, so a lot of people save on the electricity bill.
Yeah.
Which is another thing we got to talk about.
Yep.
But most people save on their electricity bill because they wash their clothes and they hang them outside to dry.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, it's better for your clothes. Your clothes last longer when you do that. But it's like, I do have a dryer, and when I don't feel like hanging them out to dry, if I need something real quick that I can't wait for it to air dry, I would like to put it in the dryer so it can dry. Now, of course, you don't have to have dryer sheets, but it is a thing that, it does make your clothes smell fresh and remove the static and things like that. So I have been doing some research on how to make my own dryer sheets, and maybe I'll make a video about that. Yeah. But let's talk about the electricity. So here, now I think it's a great idea though, actually, but it's a pain in the ass.
The concept in the beginning, it was a pain in the ass, but the concept of it actually makes a lot of sense. And I wish the United States actually mimicked something like that, or just take on the idea. But
this is how it is here. You know how in America you have an electricity company that you pay your electricity bill through every month.
Right.
So they charge you throughout the month, and then at the end of the month, you get charged for what you used the previous month. So you use electricity all month, and then at the end of the month, you get a bill for how much you used for that month.
Yeah. In
South Africa, no. It is, you pay up front.
So prepaid.
It's prepaid. So when we first moved into this house, I know for a fact that our real estate agent told us that the electricity was included.
Yeah.
I know for a fact. And I mean, I could literally, all of our conversations have been through WhatsApp, so everything is documented. But I'm not going to pull up the receipts on her. I'm just going to say that maybe it was an oversight. Maybe she forgot. And, in her defense, I'm sure she's mostly used to dealing with people who are South African, who already know the deal on how it works.
Yeah.
So we were not explained how it works, how to load and everything. So, of course, when we first got here, it was already some electricity on the meter. Mm-hmm. But it ran out.
Yep.
And at 5 o'clock in the morning,
about
one
4 or
morning,
5 o'clock in the morning,
we're like, why is it so dark in here? And, with no lights on.
I asked her, I said, yo, babe, did you turn off the TV?
Right.
And she was like, no. But I got up for me to go use the restroom. And I know when we fell asleep, the TV was on.
Right.
So when I got up to go use the restroom, I was like, babe, did you turn the TV off? And she was like, no. And I was like, all right. So I walk into the bathroom, and I messed around and hit my foot on something. So I turned on the light.
Tried to turn on the light.
And the light didn't even come on. So I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? So, I was like, all right. So I went ahead, I did my business, and I came out. I said, hey, ain't no power in the house.
Right.
So I walk out to the kitchen, look at the stove and the microwave.
No power.
The panels for the microwave is not on. The panel for the stove is not on. And I'm like, okay. Maybe there was a power outage, right, or load shedding was going on,
right,
with something.
Right.
So then she was like, "Let's go look in the closet to see
if there's any power on the meter." Because just rummaging through the house, that's when I saw the meter.
Yeah.
Because originally the real estate agent was like, "I don't think the house has a meter. I think that the landlord gets billed for it."
Yeah.
Because apparently every house doesn't have a meter, like you got to get it put in or whatever the case is.
Yep.
But just me being who I am, looking around and being observant and being curious, I saw that there was a meter in the cupboard. So I went and looked at that meter, and that thing was on 0, y'all. We ain't had no power.
None.
So here we are. We looking it up. How to load the power. We don't know who to contact. It's 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Of course, nobody's up. Nothing's open at this time. So we just started doing some research and Googling it. So we finally found it's several companies that you can pay to provide you electricity. You don't have to go through one company, which is great.
Yeah.
But what we were running into was that at that time, we had not yet had our South African bank account set up.
Yep.
So we had to find a South African company to provide us with the prepaid electric that would allow us to use our international or United States
debit card. Right.
And that was the hard part.
Yep.
Because I mean, you can load your electricity right on WhatsApp, which is strange to me.
Yep.
But you can do it. So I finally found a company that was based out of the UK that accepted our US credit card, and we loaded the electricity.
Yep.
And I mean, as soon as we loaded it, beep, came right back on.
Yep.
We didn't have to wait for a technician to come and reconnect and pay a reconnection fee.
Yep. And a processing fee.
Right. All those fees that they charge you in America when your crap gets turned off.
Yep.
No, you ain't got to do that.
You ain't got to worry about that.
You ain't got to wait 4 or 5 hours and, wait for it to process and pay a processing fee, a reconnection fee. Nope. As soon as you put it in, you load it.
That was it.
It comes right back up.
Yeah.
And it gives you more visibility of how much you're using. So now, maybe every 2 or 3 days, I'll go into the cupboard and take a look and see how much power we've used and see how much we have left so that we won't be in a position where we run out again.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So that's that.
Yeah.
So that's been one of the most interesting things that's happened so far.
Right.
So yeah. But what about you? Has the excitement worn off yet?
I'm still taking it all in.
As you can see, my boy representing.
You know what I'm saying? Bafana, I'm representing. And when I get my Springbok jersey, y'all finna see.
Yep.
But I'm just taking it all in day by day. Even last night, this morning, I said, man, I still can't believe that we're here. Mm-hmm. And it's just, for me, the up-tempo now is just different. There's no more hustle and bustle. There's no, I got to go to the gym. I got to get out of the house by 7:45, be in the gym by 8, work out for an hour and a half, come home. Like when I was working and when I was living in Florida, my day was structured. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have a schedule. Matter of fact, I'll break it down to you like this. In the military, we have this thing called a training schedule, right? And that schedule starts from 06:30 and ends at 17:30. That and everything that happens within that day has to happen. And that's kind of like how I lived my life. I had to be up by 6, out of the house by 7:45, in the gym no later than 8:05, working, sweating, everything, get home, take a shower, and be out of the house no later than 10:20 because I had to be at work for 11:30. And then after that, get back home. We have dinner by 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then that was my day.
Yep.
And it got old. And I feel like now that I'm retired, relaxed, we go to bed. Sometimes we go to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning. But I try to be in bed.
We still not on the right time zone.
Yeah, we really not.
Let's just make that clear.
We're really not. But I try to be in bed. No later than 11:30. Mm-hmm. That way we can get up around 8:30, go for our walk or go to the gym, and then when we get back, we're free to do whatever we want to do for the rest of that day. But that's on me because I have to understand. I'm so used to living my day structured. Now I'm trying to break away from that. But it's very, very hard. It's been ingrained in me. So, I mean, I just got to take it one day at a time.
And it's not a bad
thing. But I just want to be able to I still relax, but I want to just be completely relaxed. Because there's some days where I feel like if I don't go to the gym, if you're a gymaholic, then you know how that is.
Right.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Does it feel like home? Yes. I definitely do feel at home. I definitely feel like I have transitioned fully. Still haven't made a lot of friends yet for the most part, but it's still me and my wife and my son. And we do have some people that we talk to on a regular day-to-day basis. But for the most part, I do feel at home. I didn't talk to too much people when we were back in South Florida. And that was one of the things I promised myself to work on here. When I get here, try to meet new people.
Oh, you promised yourself to work on that?
Yeah, I did. Oh. I don't, because I'm going to tell y'all something. When you're married or when you're a couple with somebody, it takes a toll on that individual when you don't have somebody else that you could confide in or somebody else that you can talk to other than your spouse. So I try to do that.
This is true.
I try to, let her have her space, so she can do her thing, and I have somebody else that I can talk to that's not her.
Yes.
What has surprised me? What has surprised me here emotionally? I don't know if it's because we've bounced around so much throughout my 20-year career. I don't know. I don't think anything has surprised me much here emotionally. And I think when I came here initially, I tried to come here with an open mind, not have any expectations, because what I've learned, again, falling back in the military, is that when you go to a different location or to a different unit and you have expectations and then those expectations aren't met, then you begin to have a negative outlook. So when I came to South Africa, I didn't have any expectations whatsoever, and I just kind of took everything in with an open mind and learned. And then I made my assessment and I said, "Yo, it's really dope here. It's really nice,
Mm-hmm.
What do I miss from America? I'm going to be honest with you. I miss my car.
Aww.
You know what I'm saying? It took a lot out of me having to sell my car. But I will say I miss my car. I do miss... What are you doing, right? I do miss talking to my friends at work. You know what I'm saying? But that's really it. I'm the kind of person when I go somewhere and I want to be there, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I miss my family back home for sure too. Being able to call them or being able to be on the same time zone with them. Now we're like what? We're 6 hours ahead.
So 6 hours ahead of the East Coast.
Yeah, we're 6 hours ahead of the East Coast. So that so it's different now. I got to be careful when I call my mom now because I might catch her in the middle of prayer or Bible study in the mornings. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. I'm straight to the point. There's not much with me.
That was not straight to the point.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So, things that we didn't expect. Like, are there any things that we didn't expect?
Because I didn't have
I will talk about this.
I didn't have any
I'm going to try not to be long-winded.
But yeah, go ahead.
I did not expect... Now, mind you, let me preface this by saying that we've been to Johannesburg. We've been to Cape Town. We love Johannesburg. But the reason why we didn't choose to live in Johannesburg is because we love the beach. We love the beach life. We love the water.
Mm-hmm.
There was no other reason why we made the decision. That was the main reason why. That being said, Johannesburg and Cape Town are way different. I did not expect the unofficial segregation in Cape Town. And what I mean by that is there's a clear
divide.
There's a clear divide. There's a clear area where the Black Africans live, where the colored Africans live, and where the white Africans live.
Yeah.
Or, tourists and expats and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that. Like, we have been, I feel like we get welcomed more warmly and more openly and more authentically with the colored Africans or colored South Africans and the white South Africans more than with the Black South Africans, I feel like.
Yeah. Not saying that the blacks don't
they're nice
welcome us.
And they're courteous and they're welcoming, but as far as inviting and building like a friendship or making connections, that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, how to get there or how to break that barrier, because I would love to have some Black African friends. Black South African friends while we're here living here.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's just something that we got to work on and figure out. But there's clearly a divide.
Yeah.
Very much clearly a divide. Yeah, so that was one thing that I did not expect,
Yeah. But I would say it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to pinpoint sometimes because I think when we have looking at the comments and looking at some of the comments that we've gotten under videos, I would have to assume that most of them, but judging by the names, are Black South Africans. Now, also, I would say out of all the comments, it's kind of mixed. There's some that are negative, but the majority of them are positive.
Positive and welcoming. Welcome home, sister. Welcome home, brother. Welcome home, family. Which we love that because, yes, we are African Americans. I don't care what nobody say. There's a whole ongoing debate. A lot of Africans have said stuff, to me, online, of course. Oh, you're not African.
Yeah.
You don't know your tribe. You don't know who your real ancestors were. Like, okay. And is that my fault? Like, that's how I was born.
Right.
Like, if I had my way, I would know my tribe. I would know my family, my ancestors back here in the motherland. But that's something that I couldn't control.
Right.
So does that mean I should just dispel my whole lineage and my whole identity as a descendant of an African family?
Right.
No. And a lot of Africans that say that, I feel like they're saying that to intentionally be hurtful.
Yeah.
But it doesn't hurt me per se. It just makes me feel like you're ignorant. Because why would you say that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't hurt me because it's true.
Yeah.
I don't know my tribe. I don't know who my ancestors were. But I'm still not going to deny my Black heritage,
right.
My African heritage. I'm not going to do that because I'm proud to be Black. I mean, and that's just the bottom line. That's a full stop, period, sentence.
Right.
So it's like you trying to hold it against me because my family just happened to be a family that was sold into slavery. Like, it's not a decision I made. It's not anything I can do about that. Yeah. It is what it is.
We didn't ask to be born in America.
Right. We didn't.
But it is what it is.
It is what it is. So,
some of the comments I try to reply to, for the most part, with 100% respect. And there are some that are just so boneheaded. If I don't respond back to you, if we don't respond back to you, you probably know why.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. So yeah. We for the most part, we do try to respond, as I'm sure most of you have the experience. If you wrote us a comment, we'll definitely try to like the comment, try to respond to it, be honest, be open, upfront. So, and we appreciate the comments. So keep them going because it's all a learning process for us and for, the people that we come in contact with, because the town that we're in, it's a relatively small town. Like I said, it's outside of Cape Town. So it takes us about 45 minutes to get to Cape Town. And it's not a lot of Americans here. It's a lot of Germans, a lot of Danish, a lot of Dutch, but not a lot of Americans.
Some British folks too.
Yeah, British. So it's like we almost are like an anomaly.
But funny thing you said that. One of the videos, one of the comments that I read, one of the comments that I read on there was from an American that stays in the
not too
area.
far. Yeah. Somebody did reach out and say that they're not too far from where we are. So hopefully we get a chance to meet them and connect with them one of these days. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so that's the type of stuff that we deal with, but we still love it. Yeah. We're not holding it against anybody. It's all love here. Yeah. It is what it is. You got knuckleheads everywhere. Yeah. Even here in South Africa, even in America, in Europe, everywhere you got knuckleheads.
Yeah. One thing I will say that took me by surprise. We're going to go back to that, and then after we're going to move forward. Not being able to pump your own gas. That was the first time we came here. and we stayed in our hotel over in the Strand Pavilion, and then we were going somewhere. We needed to put gas in the vehicle, so we went down to a BP gas station. I think this was when we were turning in the vehicle to go back home. We turned in the vehicle, and I got out of the car, and the guy said, no, sir, no, sir. And I was like,
what?
He's like, no, I'm supposed to do it. That took me by surprise, and in my mind, I had to catch myself, and I'm like, bro, you're not home, bro.
Right.
You're not in America. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do it. That's how they do it here. Now, some parts in America, there are some states where someone will come out and pump your gas for you, but in the state of Florida, you pump your own gas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You pump your own gas. When he told me I had to go back into my car, it felt weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, now being here every day, you know, living life, this is home for me. So now it's different. But initially, when that happened, I was like, it was a WTF moment for me. The hamster fell out the wheel.
Right.
The hamster fell completely out of the wheel.
Right, because you feel like, wow, you know, did I do something wrong?
I was like, what?
Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's a couple other things that kind of caught me off guard as far as my expectations, but I'm not going to go into that. We'll save that for another video.
Day,
I don't want this video to be too long, y'all.
Yeah.
Are there any things you think that's been harder than we thought or easier than we thought? I feel like we opened up our South African bank account. We have First National Bank.
Oh, yeah.
And we did all of it online.
Yeah. That was easy.
That was really easy.
You can't open up a bank account online in America, yo.
Yes, I think you can. But not if you're like a foreigner.
Okay.
Like we had to, you know, present all this documentation and stuff like that.
But we did all of that online.
So we did it all online.
You can't,
like literally did it online. It was very easy, very seamless. The only thing we had to do was wait after we submitted all. And I mean, when I say online, not like online filling out an application. It was communicating with a person, not a robot, not AI.
Yeah.
You know, she sent me emails. Okay, I need this documentation, blah, blah, blah. I sent her the documentation. She sent me the application. These are the areas where you need to sign, blah, blah, blah. I did that, sent it back to her. Great, your account is open. Pick up your cards in 4 to 5 business days. Mm-hmm. Which location works best for you based off of where you live? I suggest this location. Picked up our cards and we were good to go.
Yeah.
So that was very good. It's not a lot of robotic, tech-heavy customer service going on here. It's people.
It was people.
So I definitely appreciate that. For sure. So that was definitely easier than what I expected.
Yeah.
Shopping is definitely easy here.
Yep.
We know where just about everything is. I mean, and it's very easy to navigate because you could just use your Google Maps.
Or
just
Apple.
like anywhere else. So Google or Apple, and you can get around and pretty much everything is on the maps where it's supposed to be. So that's been pretty easy. We have some favorite restaurants.
Oh my God. Pajamas and Jam.
Shout out to Pajamas and Jam in Somerset West, y'all. If you ever come to this area, and even if you're in Cape Town, please figure out a way to get out this way to come to this restaurant because it is a win-win. Every time we've gone, it's been on point. Yeah. Like nothing is bad.
The service is good.
The atmosphere is good.
The atmosphere.
Yes.
The service.
The food and the prices, of course. Very, 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 very freaking good.
Yeah.
And as y'all saw, the last video that we did was about our grocery haul.
Yeah.
And we did Food Lovers Market.
Food Lovers Market.
Food Lovers Market. And so the next video, I'm going to do another market. We went to it today. It's called Pick and Pay Hyper.
Oh, man. This is the one in the Somerset Mall.
Somerset Mall, man. That grocery store is definitely on point.
Yeah.
So my next video, when I do big grocery shopping, I'm gonna go there and record there.
Yeah.
So far, the grocery prices are great.
Yeah.
I would say when we were in the States, I would spend about $400 every 2 weeks, $400 to $500 every 2 weeks on groceries. So I would say about $1,000 a month on groceries.
Mm-hmm.
And here so far, I think that we'll probably spend maybe $100 a week.
Yeah.
Maybe $100 a week. So with that being said, we're cutting our grocery costs in half.
More than half.
Yeah, more than half.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's really good. So far, nothing has changed our opinion about South Africa.
No.
We still love it here. We still foresee ourselves staying here for the rest of our natural lives, although we do plan on still owning a home in America at some point.
Yeah.
But we still love it.
I do, at least. I know but you know, I have no mixed feelings about South Africa.
I don't.
You know, for someone who has, like I said, we spent most of our time living abroad while in the military. I feel like, you know, living in South Africa is just like, it's second nature.
Right.
You know, and I always say, as long as you learn the ways of the land, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we've lived in other countries, so we can live anywhere. We can survive anywhere, but we don't want to come here just to survive. We want to come here and thrive and really like it and really immerse ourselves in the culture and the community. So that's the goal. Not to just survive, but to thrive. Yeah. Okay? So,
are we staying?
Yes, we just said that.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure.
We are staying.
We staying. We gonna stay. I would love to stay. I would love to not have to go back. But
yeah, we staying.
Yeah.
We're staying. And you guys are staying with us. So keep following us.
She sounds possessive.
Keep supporting us.
Yes. Keep the comments coming.
We love the support. We love the subscribers. And we love taking you all along
with us on this adventurous ride.
This adventurous ride, because it is adventurous.
It is an adventure. You know.
So
there will be more to come.
Definitely more to come. Thanks for tuning in, and
we'll see y'all in the next one.
See y'all in the next one. Peace. Bafana. Even though they got kicked out, that's okay. We still support.
That's all right. We still got the Springboks.
We got the Springboks, y'all.
They're dominating everybody.
Rugby, y'all. They kicking ass.
They dominating everybody. And the NFL season's about to start.
Yeah.
We'll
see how that goes.
We'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, go Boks. All right, guys.